Hey everyone, Nicole here with fitnessblender.com and welcome to day 1 of our 5-day deload challenge. Today we have core-infused lower body strength, and this can be used as a standalone workout anytime. It is meant to serve as an active recovery though, because we are reducing the overall workload and the overall amount of weight that we lift in this workout compared to other workouts. So for the format today, we'll get started with a 3.5-minute warm-up, then we'll head into 15 minutes of strength training and finish with a 3-minute cool down. For equipment, you'll need some dumbbells. I do recommend using about 40 to 50% less than you would normally use on these exercises. You can take a sneak peek at the exercises below, and an optional mat for some of our floor work. Modifications will be provided to you as we go, so get set up and I'll meet you on the mat. Again, our warm-up is 3.5 minutes long, 7 exercises, 30 seconds each. All right, here in less than 10 seconds, we're gonna start with knee hugs. So standing up nice and tall, nice tall posture. We're gonna work on just grabbing one knee at a time, holding for 1 or 2 seconds and switching. Now this is good for your hips, but also for your balance. So I want you to start thinking about that planted foot in the ground. Think about grounding it, finding your balance each time. Good, next up we have a dynamic quad stretch. For this one, we're gonna pull up on a foot, grab the top of the foot, again holding for 1 to 2 seconds and switching. This one, try to minimize the movement, so we just wanna grab the foot, hold. It's gonna take some core strength and some balance, so start to connect to those parts of your body. We are infusing some mild core work today, just to add the overall balance and functionality to it. Inchworms next. Have some space in front of you, hands down, walk it out to a high plank position. Walk it back up. Good. Solid core engagement here means drawing that navel up and in to engage. Next one, we're going to stay down on the mat. Find a high plank position. We've got a spider lunge with rotation. So plant one foot outside the hand, open up the direction of the front knee, open that chest, and switch. To modify, you can drop that back knee down on the ground, just like this. Totally fine either way. Next one, you'll find us up on our feet. Get ready to come on up. Good, bring it back up to your feet, wide stance, toes facing forward. We've got a side lunge shift. Shift your weight to one heel and then the other. Feeling that nice stretch through the inner thigh. Feeling those quads and glutes activate. Keeping a nice long spine from tailbone up through your neck. Same wide stance, just angle those toes out 45 degrees. Soft bend in the knees, hinge down at the hips, keep a nice flat back. Once you reach the bottom, sit into that, lift your chest, and then come back to your hinge and stand. King squats are kind of like a blend of a deadlift and a squat. Or kind of like a deadlift squat sandwich, if you will. Hinge, squat, hinge, and stand. Good. Reverse lunge, alternating feet together. Step it back 90 degrees at the knees. Or if you're not quite ready for that, your knees aren't there yet, you can absolutely just step back and together. All of these exercises mimic what we are going to be doing in the strength portion of the workout. So that is why we do them. Getting ready. Beautiful. Okay, relax. That is our warm-up. We're going to head straight into strength, but if you need a little bit more time, press that pause button, get yourself ready, and I'll see you in our first circuit. For our strength portion today, since this is a deload active recovery style workout, we are reducing our workload, we are reducing the intensity. So you're gonna see shorter intervals of 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, and I'm also gonna recommend you choose 40 to 50% less on the weights than what you would normally do for these exercises. And I'll give you helpful cues along the way as far as what I would normally use and what I'll be using today. So use those as a reference as you will. 4 exercises coming your way. We're gonna start with 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 2 rounds. Suitcase squats are up first, so I want a dumbbell in each hand. Hip distance at the feet, sit back into your squat and stand back up. Okay, so choose your weights for that. Personally, I would normally probably hold 20 pounds for each, so I'm gonna reduce it to 10 pounds each. All right, let's get the timer started. Grab your weights. All right, weights in each hand, shoulders back, feet hip distance apart, remember. Sit back into those heels. Chest stays facing out in front of you, so it's not a hinge where we would be facing the floor. We're facing forward. Upper back strong, grip strong. Inhale down, exhale, push that floor away. Remember, we're not here to break any records today. We're not here to push to fatigue. I want you working on form, mobility, and just maintaining. Relax. Good. Next up, we're going into a kickstand deadlift. Kickstand deadlift. One side. So I'm starting on the right leg first for me. That goes out front. My kickstand leg is right here. I'm holding 1 dumbbell this time. You can hold 2 if you have lighter weights, but I don't have lighter than 10 pounds here today. So I'm going to use a single 10-pound weight. Soft bend in that front leg, deadlift it down, shoot those hips back. Inhale back up. So you're going to feel most of this one in the glute and hamstring of that planted foot. The other leg is just there as a kickstand. Relax. Good. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. So 15 seconds off. Same thing, other leg this next round. So just for reference, that kickstand is going to be toe to heel about as far as location. And it's okay for a kickstand leg. It bends more than our working leg. That is how it works. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep those shoulders pulled back. Extend through the back side of the leg. Kudos to you for showing up. I know it can be hard to show up on active recovery days. I know that it is not the most fun work all the time, but it is effective. It is worthwhile. All right, plank leg lifts. Trust me, you're going to feel so good by going through these 5 days of deloading. Come back ready, motivated, firing. Plank leg lift. Find your high plank position. Lift and lower, just like a string is pulling your heel to the ceiling. Draw your navel up and in. Keep those abs engaged. Keep the hips down. Lift from your glutes. Keeping that belly engaged, not letting it sink towards the floor. And relax. Beautiful. Okay, meet me up on your feet. We're going back to suitcase squats. So let's repeat all that again. If you want to make weight adjustments, you can. But again, reminder, we are not here to overload today. Suitcase squat, shoulders back, sit back into those heels. Exhale, bring it up. As a goal for this deload week, if that's what you're participating in with me, I want you to just have a goal of showing up, connecting to your body, really just sinking into how it moves, how it feels, checking in, making sure you are establishing mind to muscle connection with each movement. Relax. Good. All right, I'm going to drop one weight again for that kickstand deadlift, using a single 10-pound weight for me. One leg, opposite leg is our kickstand. Here we go. really think about, as you go down, lengthening through this glute. You should feel a stretch there. And then as you bring it back up, you are activating. Good, breathe with it, a few more seconds. Relax, good. 15 seconds off, we're cruising right through this first circuit. Over to the other side next for that kickstand deadlift. Set up that planted foot, kickstand with the other foot. Soft bend in that leg. Shoulders back, here we go, hinge it down. Keep going, less than 10 here, and then we are going back into our plank leg lifts to finish out this circuit before we get a mini water break. Rest. Okay, weights down. Set up for our plank leg lift with me. Come on down. You can also trade this out for a bear plank. So with that bear plank, you would just bring those knees under your hips, and you can either hold here or you can step it back and alternate. Okay, so it's up to you what you choose to do here. Keep those hips down, you're doing great. And rest, beautiful. All right, go ahead and take a short water break. I'll meet you back here for our second circuit. All right, we are ready to get back at it. We've got 4 new exercises, 2 rounds, 30 seconds on, 15 seconds off. We are starting with sumo deadlifts. So grab 1 dumbbell, again, about 40 to 50% less weight than you would normally be used to. Place it right between your feet. We're gonna be right here with that sumo deadlift, okay? Timer is on here in 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds and we get started. So sumo stance, we're slightly wider than hip distance apart, toes angled slightly out. For the weight here, I am using a 25 pounds, again, just sharing for reference. I would normally choose about 50 for this one if I were pushing it a little bit more. Inhale down, exhale up. This one, we want our chest going towards the floor, so hinging at the hips, bending at the knees. Good, keep going. Keep those shoulders strong here. Rest. All right, I'm tossing this one to the side and going a little lighter for the next one, which is a lateral lunge. It's gonna be stationary with our feet though. I'm grabbing 15 pounds, about half of what I'd normally be using. Toes facing forward, wide stance. 1 dumbbell or body weight. Shift side to side. Good, if body weight seems like a good fit for you, absolutely go for that. Shift your weight back into the heel. Again, keeping a nice long spine from your tailbone up through your neck. Rest. Okay. Next up, I'm keeping that same 15-pound weight, that lighter one of those, and we're going into a weighted hip thrust. So go ahead and bring it down to the ground for a weighted hip thrust. Weight on your hips, feet planted, exhale, lift it up, inhale down. Squeeze the glutes at the top, pushing those hips up in line with shoulders and knees. And rest. We're going to stay on the mat, body weight for this next movement. Move your weights out of the way. We have an oblique V-up, so move to one side, all the way down on the ground. Bottom arm is out. With this one, let my timer go off here. We are bringing those legs in and out, in and out, balancing up on that forearm here. Now to modify this one, bring one leg down, pull it in at the top. We will do the other side when we come back next round. So finish out here, 5 seconds. And rest. Okay, we repeat that all again. So let's bring it back to our feet. Great job. Rolling right back into those sumo deadlifts. Grab that weight. Here we go. Sit into it. A cue I always love to give for deadlifts, especially if you have trouble with your upper back staying nice and engaged, is to think about squeezing oranges in your armpits. That's going to help you squeeze in the right places of your back to keep those shoulders open. Keep the chest open. And rest. All right, that heavier weight can go back. We're grabbing that lighter weight. I guess I'm assuming that the lunge weight will be a little lighter. Just depends. Grab your lunge weight. Wide stance, sit back into it, up tall. My goal is for you to walk away from this workout feeling energized, feeling lighter, but still like you got something out of this. And rest. Good. Weighted hip thrust, bring it down to your back again. Active recovery workouts aren't always just completely gentle. So I think that's important to keep in mind. They are just less than what you would normally push at max intensity. Still effective, just a little bit of a downshift temporarily. Our body does need that. Breathe with it. You've got this. A few more seconds here. Rest. Okay, weight goes down to the side. We are showing up for those oblique V-ups on the other side this time. So go ahead and find yourself that bottom arm extended. Slight C curve in our hips. Good, in and out. Remember your modification to set that bottom leg down if you need to. Should be feeling this right through the obliques. Keep your navel drawn up and in to engage through the front abdominals as well. Balancing on that hip. And rest. Great job. 45 seconds of rest. Let's kind of recalibrate here. And we have 2 exercises left of our workout today before we cool it down. Excuse me. Up first, we've got a reverse lunge and twist. So optional weight here. I would go lighter on the weight. Holding a dumbbell here, we are going to reverse lunge, twist in the direction of our front leg, and then alternate. Okay? Second exercise is going to be a body weight core move, so no need to worry about weights. Grab your weight for those lunges. We start in less than 10 here. I'm grabbing 10 pounds. Hold it right in front of your chest. All right, step back with one leg. 90 degrees at the knees, twist over that leg, bring it back up. Again, if your knees are not happy with lunges for some reason, you're welcome to keep it high. Good, think about your core as you twist. Good. All right, weight can go down. Next up, we have a bear plank in and out. Bear plank in and out. So find yourself in a tabletop position, toes tucked. Good. Exhale to lift off the ground. Engage everything. We're stepping out, out, in, out, out, in. Keep that navel drawn up and in. And think about switching the lead leg each time. So right, left, and then left, right. Woo! Okay, bring it back up. It's a little quad burn there with that combination. Woo! Bring it back up, 2 rounds. So second round, we've got same thing again, reverse lunge and twist. Finish out strong with these 2 exercises and then we cool it down. Keep that twist nice and tight. It does not need to be over exaggerated. We don't need to put a ton of stress on the spine. Stabilize. And rest. Good, weights go down. Bring it back to our bear plank. In and out, 1 final time. 5 seconds here. Tuck those toes. Exhale, engage, lift off the ground. Out, out, in. Try to think about having a bowl of cereal on your back. You want to keep that cereal in the bowl. Keep it steady. Less than 10, let's go. You've got this. Woo, relax. Okay, way to work. We are heading straight into our cool down. If you need a sip of water first, take it. Pause this. Otherwise, go ahead and meet me down on your back. We're gonna start with a supine spinal twist. So right down on our back. Pull one knee into chest and take it across. Hold it here, keeping your chest open to the ceiling. Cool down is about 3 minutes long, 6 exercises, 30 seconds each, though I encourage you to stay in each stretch longer if you'd like to. Take some deep breaths. Next up, we're going into a figure 4 with this top leg. So go ahead and figure 4 that top leg, pull the bottom leg up and wrap your arms through to pull it in even tighter. Hold it here. With each exhale, pull a little deeper into the stretch. You should be feeling this in the glutes and the hips of your top leg. Hold, hold, hold. After this, we're going to switch to the other side for that supine twist. Release those legs. Pull that opposite knee in. Cross it over. Hold it here. Good. Breathe. Bring your nervous system back to a calm state with nice long inhales through the nose and longer exhales through the mouth. Good. Figure 4, top leg wraps across, bottom leg, we're going to pull it in. Next up, we're going to find ourselves up in a runner's lunge to a hamstring rock. So be prepared to shift over to a kneeling position. All right, take those legs out. Let's bring it up for these last pieces of the cool down. One leg comes forward, tuck the tailbone under, shift your weight forward for a runner's lunge, and then rock it back, straight leg, hamstring stretch, sit back into it. Toe comes to ceiling. Bring it forward, 2-second hold, rock it back, 2-second hold. Now, you can use your hands for support on the wall, on the floor, on your leg, whatever works. Good, switch it out, other side. Runner's lunge first. Rock it back for that hamstring stretch. How are you feeling? Hopefully good. I know that I feel pretty good. Not super taxed or fatigued, but just the right amount to boost my energy, to maintain muscle. Good. Excellent job. That is it for our cool down. Feel free to wrap up with any additional stretches. Take the time that you need to tie a nice bow on this workout. But your deload, day 1, is complete. Thank you so much for showing up with me today. Again, I know it is hard to show up for the active recovery days that we need so much, but kudos to you. You're doing it. Let me know how this goes in the comment below, and I will talk to you very soon. Workout complete.